Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alvin here. New to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome you all the same. And in today's video, we are going to talk about money. Like having money, with you is better than spending money. This video is kind of inspired by this gentleman, Weezy something, who talks about finance of late. Everybody's talking about finance of late, and I like to put my two hats into it because I live paycheck to paycheck all my 20 odd years of my life, working adult life. And now the past few years I actually have transitioned or changed to being more frugal, being more intentional with my spending. And having money is better than spending money. And the three reasons I can think of, to be very honest, is if you have money, you have more options. Like for real, man, if you have money with you, as you accumulate your money with you, you have the luxury of buying into things. It's not like I don't buy things. On the contrary, if you can tell, my previous videos, when I do my sit-down videos, I have statues, action figures, figurines, plushies for that matter, and those need money, right? So, but you have options. And when the deal comes, like when items become available and they are on a discount, you can pull the trigger and you don't feel much of a pain, because my previous videos, I actually budget, I actually save, and I also invest. And then this budgeting thing that you do, if you are on a financial path to freedom or something, you definitely need to budget. That's a fact. That's the very first stepping stone of everything. And you just have more options. The second thing I can think of is you basically have the luxury of looking at more avenues of ways to invest, as you have more money. And then when the time comes, the opportunity comes, let's say if there's a recession, if market crashes, you can pull the trigger to buy when stocks are low. Bitcoin is low, gold is low, and now everything is all-time high. Not to say that you shouldn't invest. I'm still dollar cost averaging into the S&P 500, because historically it has gone up over the past 10 years, 20 years. Historically has gone up 7 to 10%, maybe even lesser, as the years go by. But the opportunity comes, you can pull the trigger because you have cash on hand. So that begs the question, how do you even save money? Why can't you spend the money because you earn a lot of money? Let's say if you earn like 100,000 a year, $200,000 a year, doesn't mean that you spend it all. Some people want to show you that they are wealthy, but they are not. The fake rich, thingy, and they have all the possession that they have. The fancy cars, the fancy house. But do bear in mind that they have to pay the mortgage, they have to pay the loan. They are tight on cash. And for someone who like me, who doesn't have any debt, other than my HDB loan, which is paid through CPF, most of it is paid through for my wife. But again, it's like only $1,000. So, and then we really buffered it with the fact that we are buying into other investment assets that actually is better than the 2.6 that the CPF is giving us. And until anything changes, we are happier, just having this investment vehicle that pays more than the CPF. And then of course my wife is still working, so she has CPF, so she's using her CPF to pay down the HDB. But anyway, I digress. Having more money is better than spending money. And it's not like we can't afford the luxuries of life, we just choose not to. And then the key reason is we do it in such a way that we feel that money is better on hand. And then when the time comes, in case of emergency, in case we feel like spending, going for an overseas trip, we have the luxury of doing it. And the other thing is, you're free from debt. It's like, for real, man, as I did one of my videos talking about, buying into luxury goods, if you feel poor somehow, I don't know how to express it to you, because you're buying into a certain product that's so expensive versus something that's equally usable, like a wallet. I talk about my wallet, my $4 wallet that I buy from Shopee versus my $800 over LV wallet. It functions the same, literally the same. So I would urge you guys, to think about it. If you want to go through the luxury path, buying into luxury goods, spend more and all that, hopefully you're budgeting, hopefully you're saving, hopefully you're investing. I would urge you to do that before anything else. And then for me, as I'm using my iPhone 16, I paid it out. I paid in full. A lot of you might be using installments. If you have the money to hold, to keep while you're paying down your debt, good for you. If you're leveraging and then buying to stuff that's technically, you don't have money for, I wish you good luck, because if somehow layoffs, you lose your job and then you cannot pay for it, that's the thing. That's the ease of mind. The third thing is your ease of mind, that you have the money to go forth and do things in the event a crisis occurs, which there's ups and downs in life. That's the problem. So how do you even save or be intentional with your spending? I'm not the guy that will deliberately just save, and then not just be buying into stuff. I love to buy stuff. I mean, I live paycheck to paycheck before I know what's buying stuff looks like. Then the begs the question, how do you even do it? So my way of doing it is delayed gratification. Delayed gratification means you look at the product, you are interested in it. Like for instance, Labubu. You really want that Labubu? Because the spur moment, Lisa is now showing off her Christmas tree full of Labubu, so you're into it because you're into to Lisa, into Blackpink. Maybe you want to buy a Labubu. So how do you go about doing it? Well, save for it. You have the fun money. If you budget, you realize that you should have a category, showing that you have the fun money. And fun money is something that you can spend without any guilt, with guilt-free spending. And then if you save the money, somehow Labubu is sold out. That particular product, that particular design is sold out. There will always be another Labubu. I know it. I've been buying, selling figurines, toys, collectibles 20 years of my life. And the fact remains is there will always be something else to chase upon. Then by then, you might even lose interest on the Labubu and then you have the money saved. That's the thing. So it takes time. I mean, experience shows, if you're a new collector and everything, the spur of the moment, the thrill of the hunt, the dopamine when it comes to you, you might feel that you need it now. Save the money. I urge you, save the money, have the guilt-free spending. Even if you put it on a credit card, hopefully you have the money that's behind it so that you can pay it off without any form of debt. So the next thing is how to save money. Is the other aspect is you live below your means. Living within or even below your means helps. If you're living above your means you're expending your expenditure more than you earn. So basically, it's for me. I always live paycheck to paycheck previously, which is not a good thing because everything I see, everything I spend. So you have to pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. It's something that I realized that it needs to be done before anything else. And when you pay yourself first, your percentage of, the 80-20 rule or whatever rule that you're using, the budgeting rules, go forth. And then you set aside the fund money. And then you realize that how much you can actually spend, then go forth and spend guilt-free, which brings me to the first point. These 2 points make sense together, So as you earn more money, as you age, you earn more money, then you realize the habits will also instill in you. It's the habitual change, the good habits that you have all this while that will help you, in life. And then you have the money. That doesn't mean you cannot spend. Some people will on the camp that I have the money, what? 100 over thousand per month, $200,000 per month. Can spend, what? Why cannot spend? So, yeah, if you have the means to spend, go for it. But I will urge you that in the case of any emergency, you probably need to rethink how you're spending. That's why you have to be quite diligent, quite happy that, because it will come to a point that you will feel glad that you have the money. Then as you age, as you grow older, a lot of expenses will come in. As I'm now 40, You know, I'm eating a few things that I never thought I would eat. You know, you need to eat more protein. You need to eat more food. You know, to sustain life. You know, don't eat the I would call it stupid food. You know, the doctors like to tell my mom who can't even walk right now, don't eat stupid food, like only eat carbo. Our hawker food culture is one that actually feeds the masses, but it doesn't really help, you know, with aging. So you have to put more effort, put more money into eating well, you know, and then maybe you eat supplements, eat vitamins, you know, that also kicks in. Then if life happens, you know, that you need to see a doctor, go hospital, that also will help, you know, with the expenses. So any life expenses changes will impact you down the road. And that's where the money comes in. Then again, if you have the money and then you invest, you know, that's that. So I will urge you guys, you know, having more money is better than spending money. I want to love to hear your thoughts on the matter. You know, it can be anything. Housing, you know, buying a car. I don't have a car. I never see the need to buy a car unless our transport system is getting better and better. I don't really see the need to buy a car. But then that's all you can afford it, go for it. You know, comment down below and I'll see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. And yeah, take care. Bye bye.